Welcome back in, everybody, to the second series of the day. It is going to be Moneymakers versus Team Sexy, and like I say, we talked about it in the pre-game build-up from the first series as well. Coming through from Tour 2, we take a look at how that one went. It was Team Sexy that took that one over Moneymakers 2-0. So we'll see if Moneymakers, if they've learned anything, or if it's going to be a similar score here coming through into the second time these two teams match up in the DPC. And again, we'll see just how it is going to go, because I do believe neither team has played anything just yet. So both Moneymakers as well as Team Sexy looking to get off the mark, get themselves towards that top of the table, though, with Storm just below Navi, because Navi Senior now on 2 wins series-wise, and unfortunately Navi Junior, they take their first L of the DPC. But still plenty of time to go. You know, we've got a great amount of time here till the 27th of June. So there's still plenty of time for Navi Junior to get themselves back on the board, get themselves further up that table. But it will be going the way of Navi today. And unfortunately, you only play each other once, so there's no there's no revenge to be had between the two teams. But coming into this one, Team Sexy and Moneymakers, looking at the lineups, it's going to be 7 Jesu, Mirage, Nefrit, 9 Class, and H2O playing on the side of Team Sexy. Meanwhile, on the side of Moneymakers, Lucas, Igor, BB, Bignum, and Slayer. Players that have been what I call not quite yo-yo players, but, you know, the 1.5 tier 1.5 players that are pretty good for Division 2, but probably would struggle a little bit if they got up to Division 1. Like Nemiga as well as Lake of Nihao have done when they moved up to Division 1 in the last tour. They didn't go quite well for them. Nemiga, I know, picked up a couple of wins, but were knocked down. Lake of Nihao didn't pick up a series win whatsoever. And yeah, we'll see how it is going to go between these two teams as we get ready to get ourselves into the draft. I think it's going to be a little bit closer this time than 2-0. I think Team Sexy last time, you know, they had a good time out. I'd expect Moneymakers, and I mean, it was a few weeks ago as well, so there's been time between, you know, changes being made, patches, stuff like that. But I expect Moneymakers here to try and make it competitive, you know, bounce back. I'd expect a 2-1 game. I'm not expecting any 2-0s. Maybe I still give it over to Team Sexy in terms of who I think actually takes the series, but I think it will be a 2-1 and not just a 2-0 like what happened last time. So I do believe we are getting ever closer now to getting into the draft. Are we just waiting? Oh, my fault. It's my fault. Yeah, that's my bad. I forgot to take my caster slot. So we should be ready to go. Well, we should have been ready to go 2 minutes ago, but I was tabbed out and I was on a spiel without realizing that I hadn't taken my slot. So it looks like we are pretty much all ready to go now. Getting ourselves ready to get into series number 2, game number 1 here between these two teams. And yeah, I would like to see. Let's see if they've played anything recently between the two of them. Looks like, just taking a look through other events, Team Sexy haven't played anything just yet. Did Moneymakers play? They did. They came through a third-party tournament, beating out Screen Squad, as well as Tangri Gaming. So what were they playing? The Beastmasters, Medusas, Wind Ranger, Pugnas are in there as well, Ember Spirit, Spirit Breakers. Yeah, it looks like they're all in on this Pugna pick. Even if they don't get the Medusa to go with it, it seems like they do value the Pugna over pretty much most of the other supports. Just looking at these series, did Virtus Pro give it to them? They did in the second game. Didn't work out for them though up against Virtus Pro. So, you know, they do seem to want this Pugna more often than not, and I wonder if that's something that maybe Team Sexy would have taken notice of as well, and looking to maybe just ban that one straight out, not give it over to Moneymakers, not let them get that hero. Is there anything else? Looking at it, so Beastmasters popular here for them as well. Yeah, 3 out of the 4 games, 4 out of the 6 games altogether. They got that Beastmaster, Faceless Void, a couple of Wind Rangers in there as well. Meanwhile, there's not a lot of information for the side of Team Sexy. I don't believe. Let's take a look around, see if we can find, you know, if they have been playing anywhere. In any other events, anything like that. Within this one? Nope. Okay. Maybe that one. No. No. Okay. So, yeah, no recent information that I can see here on the side of Team Sexy. Like I say, hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves into it. It was my fault. I wasn't in the slot. It looks like everybody else is ready to go, I do believe. So, hopefully we won't be too far away from starting. And adding some sustenance to these rambles that I do have while you wait for the games to start. But yeah, looking through the last one, Moneymakers, I mean, it wasn't awful. They did force the game to like 30, 40 minutes both times, but they just weren't able to close it out against Team Sexy. So I wonder if they're going to be able to do something similar here in this one. Yeah, even Jessu's giving it the ready. So, yeah, Team Sexy, 40 minutes on the second game, 35 minutes. And it wasn't like it was a lot of kill difference as well. April the 18th, that one happened. So, yeah, there's been a decent amount of time between these two series. And hopefully Moneymakers have made some improvements. At least, you know, they've got... But again, it's hard when there's not a lot of game tape to go off for. You know, Team Sexy, there's not... You have to look at what the players are playing in the pub matches. Maybe that might not be what they're playing in the scrims. You have to look at to see what they're playing, you know, if you can get that scrim information. If they're playing scrims against you, know, maybe take that, but maybe they're playing something else against other teams that they're going to crack out here against you. So we'll see how it's going to go here. Again, Moneymakers, I'm hopeful that they've improved just a little bit, and we'll be able to make this one a competitive series again, maybe go to all three. But for now, okay, we're just checking that both teams are ready after the delays. And hopefully we're not going to be, again, too far away from starting this one. Yeah, so Moneymakers, Peanut Screens, and Tangri. Who's on Tangri? Anyone I know? Overkill, B4. Klaxon, Coley, and Hardell. Okay, so it's not like it was like a lot of known players. Screen Squads, Metro Fanuska, Meow, Proletary, Arrow, and Screen. Who played sub? Dodrin played for Meow as well in one series. Okay, so it's not like, yeah, that's still, again, solidly tier 2 players. So Moneymakers, we'll see how it's going to go here. Looks like we are going to be able to get ourselves into the draft now, hopefully. Or soonish. Yeah, there we go. The hammer swings. And we get ourselves into the draft. So Team Sexy, they ban out the Wind Ranger straight away. They're just, yeah, straight up just not having a good time with this Wind Ranger. It doesn't seem like and want to be taken away from Moneymakers. Magnus goes. I'm surprised he didn't ban out the Beastmaster, though they do have first pick as the Medusa and the Techies comes out here from Moneymakers. So Team Sexy, do they go for this block pick here with the Beastmaster, or is that going to be the first pick for Moneymakers? Because it does seem like they favor this hero. If they get the option to, I wouldn't be surprised to see them pick it up.
Dire team pick.
So it's going to be, yeah, block pick on the Beastmaster for Team Sexy. Moneymakers, oh no, what do they do? But yeah, no, they purposely ban out the Techies, trying to let this Beastmaster through. Unfortunately, you know, Team Sexy, they just say, well, we like that hero too. The Doom will still be here.
10 seconds remaining.
What else? The Bloodseeker, Venomancer's, Pugner, Storm Spirit.
5 seconds remaining.
So they want to, again, Moneymakers do value that Pugner as well, so they could go for the Pugner pick up here.
Team pick.
Bloodseeker into... Oh, I thought they were going to go straight into the Pugner, but taking the time to, you know, think about this, see what they want to be drafting here. Moneymakers, I mean, they've got themselves this reserve time. They don't have to, like, rush into it. They've got even the draft time for the next pick as well, and it will actually be the Lich. So, Lich, Bloodseeker in the lane. Okay, that's not awful. Yeah, no, it's not awful. It's not bad. You get the chase down as well. Lich with the protection for the Frost Shield. And the slow that can come out as well. You don't have a built-in stun in these two heroes. So if the Bloodright does come out, you know, you won't be able to get the lockdown from the Lich. But maybe the slow might be enough. And then the chase down as well with the Frost Shield. Although I suppose level 3, level 4. I was thinking like level 2, level 1, level 2. Level 3, level 4, you'll probably see the Lich go into the Sinister Gaze. So you can lock it down that way. If it does get, I mean, they've only got one hero on the side of Team Sexy, so I can't say for certain, oh, you know, there's no interrupts, because, you know, Team Sexy could run a Vengeful Spirit or something that's just going to be able to Magic Missile onto the Lich, you know, stop him from being able to get the Sinister Gaze off. And we'll see just what it is going to be here for Team Sexy again, coming through some of this reserve time. So it's going to be maybe the Bat Rider. Yeah, I've not been impressed with the support Batrider, and I don't see this being the mid lane Batrider either. I think this is going to be another target that's open to be ruptured. And probably works a little bit better than the Void Spirit and the Wind Ranger from that last game, because you've got to look that he wants to get himself in with a lasso. If he doesn't get the lasso onto the Bloodseeker is usually pop that rupture. And if it is that support Batrider, you know, if there is no Lotus Orbs, if there is no Lincoln Spheres as well, I mean, even there's Lotus Orbs there, if there's no Lincoln Spheres to block that, this Batrider, he's going to try and get himself in, get that lasso off, and he's not going to be able to drag his target away. So it's going to be fairly rough. And I think he's going to be the target of the rupture coming out from the Bloodseeker once these fights start to come out here. Queen of Pain, Enchantress, both ban out. What do they want to go for the rest of the bans? Bloodseeker is a really nice hero, just something to set up. Hell, maybe even another Darkseer to come out here. I mean, it could be the carry. Bloodseeker, it could be the support, not the support, the offlane Bloodseeker coming out here for the side of Moneymakers. But Team Sexy, again, Void Spirits, Ember Spirits, everything like that is popular. I wouldn't mind seeing like a... they ban out the Void Spirit. I wouldn't mind seeing like a puck into a Darkseer here for Moneymakers as well. Just being able to chase down. I mean, you've got the Bloodseeker that's going to be going super fast once he gets the tracks down on low health heroes. But just a really good vacuum back into a wall Dream Coil. You know, for the control with the Chain Frost as well. Kind of makes Batrider useless. You would still have to watch out for the roll. But Moneymakers, what do they want to be banning out? Again, Embers and Storms and Pugners, they're all still there. Might not be bad here for Moneymakers, because again, if the drain starts to come out, if that control starts to be there, the Pugner drain just helps out the Bloodseeker. You know, it means he's going to get another target low while the Bloodseeker's dealing with somebody else. And we'll see just how Moneymakers want to pick around this, whether they do want to go for that. I mean, the Void Spirit's already been banned out, so we've seen Storm Spirits deal handily as well with Ember Spirits in the lane. So we'll see if Moneymakers, if that's something they're trying to figure out here. Do they want to maybe ban out the Puck, ban out Darkseer themselves as they take away the Scarith Mage? Okay. Actually would have been good with both the Batrider as well as the Beastmaster. Lasso or Roar into the Mystic Flare to come out from the Scarith Mage. And yeah, you could see the Bloodseeker, even the Lich, disappear there if they do get caught out. So they're just like, that combo, it is off the board. Yeah, I would like to see Team Sexy just straight up ban out this Pugner.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless they think they're going to be able to pick it here. Moneymakers won't take it in the next phase, because Moneymakers have the first pick of this next phase, yeah. And Moneymakers give up the double pick, so they do ban it out. It makes sense. It's just a really strong combination. If you don't want to pick it next, you give that combination of the Storm Spirit as well as the Pugner up to the other team, and it's a bit of a nuisance, really, and yeah, you really don't want to be playing against it.
10 seconds remaining.
So, what do Moneymakers want to be banned out? Do they
5 seconds remaining.
Just let through? I mean, the Storm Spirit could still be good anyway, even without the help of the Pugner. Do they just ban out like a Silencer? It wouldn't be a bad ban. It means that you could go for it on Moneymakers as well, because unless the Beastmaster gets like a blink straight up. I mean, Quick Fingers stops that roll coming out. Yeah, so they ban out the Silencer. Shadow Demon comes out for them, Team Sexy.
Radiant team pick. Dire
Keeper Light. So Keeper Light Storm Spirit. Yeah, okay. So you don't get the Pugner, you don't get that life drain, but you're still going to get the extra mana coming through here from the Keeper of the Light. Team Sexy still wanting to go towards that one. And Moneymakers, how do they answer back in the mid lane? Because this Ember Spirit being left open, it might be a bit of a trap. You've got the, like I said, the Storm Spirit already picked up, and we've seen the Storm Spirit destroy the Ember Spirit in the lane.
5 seconds remaining.
So, what is it going to be? Is it going to be that Ember Spirit pick? It's not going to be the Puck. Okay. I mean, yeah, I did say about the Puck. I think it is a good pickup here for Moneymakers. I would like to see potentially like the Darkseer to come out here for Moneymakers. Whether it gets through, whether the Team Sexy just like, yeah, we're not going to let that through. I think the big thing here as well is, you know, you need Team Sexy to pick up this front line.
5 seconds remaining.
I hate the word tank because
Dire
tanks,
team
apart
back.
from axe, aren't a thing that pull the aggro, you know, in Dota. But this kind of frontline, your big beefy hero, I think, here for you carry if you're going to be playing on Team
Radiant
Sexy.
team ban.
Yeah, maybe not the Ricky, but because, I mean, I suppose the Storm Spirit gets up there when he gets a few items, but I'm just looking at it and thinking that the Bloodseeker's going to be able to chunk these heroes down. Yo, who's going to be able to stand up in a 1v1 fight? Do they want to go for, like, the Juggernaut? That I mean, you have to be careful about the healing ward being picked
10
off, but if you've got that
seconds
healing ward going, you could probably fight through the Bloodseeker. You've got the Omni Slash as well, that you
5
do the damage that
seconds
way. Stops the
remaining.
Bloodseeker from being able to right-click. If he gets low, you just throw an Omni out, try and finish him off. Maybe the Ursa. That's going to be able to man mode with the Overpower and the Fury swipes up against the Bloodseeker. So it's going to be interesting to see what Moneymakers let through and what the final pick for Team Sexy is going to be and how many Moneymakers respond to this. Because again, if it's a good enough matchup for the Bloodseeker, it doesn't actually have to be the safe lane Bloodseeker. You know, it can be the off lane Bloodseeker. Coming up against whoever Team Sexy pick as carry. So Sexy need to be aware of that. Meanwhile, they know what they're going to be coming up against in the safe lane. They know it's going to be this potentially the Beastmaster and the Batrider. That's going to be fun midcasts. But yeah, so they already know what this potentially, if they want to put the Bloodseeker there, if they don't like that, they could potentially shift this Bloodseeker away. You know, pick up something.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Again, themselves, if they want to put it in
5
the
seconds
Bloodseeker in the off lane, go for Chaos Knight, maybe Lifestealer, or like a Luna dealing with
Radiant team pick.
with this Beastmaster army to come through. That is another thing, you know, the right click damage coming through from the Bloodseeker because he is fairly single targeted. Puck, even with the orb, doesn't clear through a Beastmaster army. Shadow Demons with the Shadow Poison, if he stacks those one up enough, it might be enough to deal with that, but I'd like to see maybe something
remaining.
that does build this Battle Fury here. Maybe a Nurse or a Jug themselves.
5 seconds remaining.
Faceless Void might not be too bad either, if they want to put this Bloodseeker in the off lane. And Team Sexy coming through a lot of this reserve time to think about this final pick. So what is it going to be? What do Team Sexy
team pick.
consider to be...
Juggernaut.
Yeah, so the Spirit Breaker and the Faceless Void gets banned out. They do go for the Juggernaut. Again, can kind of man mode up against the Bloodseeker. As long as he's not silenced, has away from that. I mean, usually when the Manta style comes out for the Juggernaut as well. And
10
Moneymakers,
seconds
do they
remaining.
make this the safe lane Juggernaut, or do they think they want to go back, throw it in the
5
off lane, and
seconds
pick up
remaining.
something a little bit different? Do they? Or, I mean, the Underlord is still there up against the Juggernaut. I mean, I know the Juggernaut has a spin once the Pit of Malice start to come out, but the Firestorm in the lane is still really good. We've already seen the Ogre Magi come out once today as well. So you do have options on this off lane. The Tide is there. Might not be the worst pick in the world. It's a big tanky boy. Some built-in damage block as well. Doesn't actually build into the Vanguard. So I wonder if they're looking for that like Vanguard builder to come out here on the side of Moneymakers. And 30 seconds to think about it. So we'll see just who it's going to be. Yeah, coming right down to 25 seconds. Looking at offlaners as well. Excuse me. Again, just getting over a cold, so bit of a cough. The Doom got ban out in that last phase. Yeah, so did the Spirit Breaker. The Darkseer is still there, I think. Again, I don't think it'd be the worst to be able to say.
Choose your hero.
Awesome. Deals with both the Batrider and the Beastmaster, can jump in, blows up onto the Keeper of the Light, locks down Mirage on the Storm Spirit as well. Not bad at trading with the Juggernaut in the lane, and then once you start to get into the fights, yeah, you've got two single I mean, again, the Juggernaut, even with the Battle Fury, he just wants to be right-clicking down one hero, and both BB and Lucas are going to be a bit of a menace here for 7 Jessu. So, looking at this lineup, I think I prefer Moneymakers. Whether they're going to be able to execute or whether, you know, Team Sexy, they've got Moneymakers' number. They are the bogey team for Moneymakers. We'll have to wait and see until this one kicks off. But I think I do prefer Moneymakers draft just a little bit. Just a wee bit coming into this first game of the second series here between the two teams. And we'll see just how they're going to be able to play around with this one. But yeah, BB on the Legion Commander, Lucas this time on the Bloodseeker. Nefrit on the Beastmaster. We got Tildian, Beat Rider, Bat Rider, 9 class Keeper of the Light, Mirage on the Storm Threat, and 7 Jesu playing that Juggernaut. Meanwhile, Slayer on the Lich, Bignum playing the Shadow Demon, and now Ego on the Puck. And we'll see how this one's going to go down. We'll see if it's going to be enough here. Moneymakers, have they broken the curse? I say a curse. It's only been like one series they played in the past. But still, to build up this hype, you know, have they beaten the curse? Have they broken it? Or will Team Sexy fight back? We'll find out after this word from our sponsors.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, welcome back in as we look to get started here with the first game of the second series. And again, Team Sexy are the slight favorite, but not major difference between the two of them. I mean, it could still go either way. Just because Team Sexy, again, are slight favorites doesn't mean that this game is, you know, over already. We can't just rely on the data. We've got to see it actually play out and which way this one's going to go. Well, the only way to find out is to watch this game. And for the players to play it themselves, obviously. And the wards have gone down. Ego's actually going to be taking a couple of tower shots here.
30 seconds to battle.
What are they going to be able to do? It looks like they're trying to stack up. Yeah, but nobody's going to be coming in onto this. So they do see, I mean, they see Nefrit here with his ward. We'll see if there's going to be any aggression coming out from the side of Moneymakers into this rune. As they are stacking up around this one. They might try and go for this one. Nefrit, he's stepping, he's trying to get himself in there. He's playing a bit of footsies. He's going to be able to get the distance. There's going to be the Blood Right coming through now as well. Nefrit, he is slowed down. Blood Grenade comes through. Lucas, I'm going to try and chase down and secure this kill, but Nefrit, he knows what he did. He's going to seek the, you know, he's going to take the appropriate punishment for it. And rune-wise, is that 3? Now, still a 2 for 2. Jester and 9 class were able to pick it up, but again, Nefrit not coming into this lane fully healthy here. Mirage, and up against Igor. I wonder how this one's going to go. For what we've seen, obviously the perk, not seen him picked up in a while, but the perk with the built-in escape as well doesn't need to come close to these remnants to take the creeps as well, so won't be taking remnant damage. Whether the Mirage goes with the overload and just puts a couple of points into the static remnant. Yeah, maybe favors the overload to try and get attack distance and, you know, with the range, do the damage to Igor that way. We will have to find out, see which way this one's going to go, Mirage. Like I say, in the mid lane. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, yeah, Bat Rider right up against the LC. 7 Jesu, probably not going to have a great time here as well earlier on. BB level 1. He's actually going to go for... He's just coming straight in for the overwhelming odds at level 1. And 7 Jesu just going to try and do his best in this lane. Probably forces out an early healing ward at level 2 for the Juggernaut as well, which he can probably maybe try and take advantage of, especially if Bignum's going to be able to right-click it down. So we'll see if Jesu at level 2... I mean, I think BB hits level 2 first as well, so we might be seeing the overwhelming odds into the Moment of Courage come out for the LC. And yeah, Jesu is just being harassed back here. Still going to be a little bit away from level 2 here, being forced back from this creep wave. But it is a fairly big creep wave. Jesu underneath the tower. Do you want to die for this? Even the denies coming through here. Juggernaut, he is going to suffer. Just one more last hit, though. One more creep will get him to level 2. We'll give him that healing ward if that's what he wants. Yeah, and immediately going to pop it as well. So I wonder if Bignum's going to look for like a wrap. You can see that Till the End coming right out of the gate, so it's trying to defend, make sure that the Healing Ward gets as much use as possible here. BB, Flame Break does get used until the end, just trying to punish out with both BB and Bignum being so close to each other, and the Healing Ward going to get Jessu right back up to full health. But now it means it will be down for the next 38 seconds. How much damage can they do on the side of Moneymakers to this Juggernaut in 33 seconds? Top lane, 9 class and Nefrit. We're going to be seeing the axe spam coming out from Nefrit here as well. This is going to be a really nice combination with the Chakra Magic onto Nefrit, so Nefrit can just keep on spamming out these axes. The Lucas, maybe not the most bothered hero in the world about this, because again, you have the Thirst, you can just get yourself back to a decent amount of health, and you know, you might just be able to avoid the Illuminate damage as well. It's not a really fast one, it's a slow building one, it's a slow moving one, as long as you've got your wits about you. I mean, I usually walk into it because I kind of like panic and go like, oh, do I go left, do I go right, which way do I go? But, yeah, no, if you've got your wits about, you should know which way you're going to go. Speaking about the Sinister Gaze, in the draft it comes through now, though. The TP comes out from 9 class. PB have the damage. They do not. And keep it light. Has to go all the way back to base to heal up as well. 9 class not having a great time here. Nefrit, he's just going to TP back to the tier 1 tower. But yeah, no, that was the combination I was talking of. There's no real interrupt, actually. You know, no stuns until the roar comes out from the Beastmaster, which you don't really want to commit a roar just to interrupt the Sinister Gaze. So we'll see. We will see how that lane's going to go for Team Sexy. And yeah, until the end, try to do his best. How's Jug looking? 18 last hits to the 26 of the Bloodseeker.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Held to the 23 of the Legion Commander here as well in the lane. Jessu, it ain't a great start for him, but we all know what happens with starts. They don't stick around till the end. Speaking of till the end, he might be sticking around a little bit longer with the disruption coming through onto him, but Firefly ticking out. BB has to move himself away. And back in the mid lane as well. The Stormspirit trying to do what he can to get the ass out, but Igor and Vortex comes back top lane. Did he actually get the kill to Nefrit? Nefrit maybe trying to move himself away. Where's that Sinister Gaze? Is it available? 12 seconds away here. So just coming to chase down onto Lucas, and now the Blood Right gets dropped. But both the Beastmaster and the Lich just having to play around each other, because Beastmaster's trying to get himself in for the last hits. Lich wants to get himself in for the Sinister Gaze, but he doesn't want to get hit by the axes. That'll Illuminate to follow up as well. So yeah, both the support in the safe lane and the off lane are here for Team Sexy in this top lane, just dancing around each other. You know, the Sinister Gaze comes out, 9 class once again. The Bloodbright damage, is it going to be able to chase down? Not underneath the tier 1 tower, it's not. Even with the Frostblast Lucas though, he's going to be pretty darn fast. 9 class has to heal himself up with Tango. And back to the lane he goes. Yeah, Lucas, he's finding a lot of farm. Moneymakers with a really good start on their force here in this game, even in the mid lane. I know that the Stormspirit's sitting on 36 last hits, the puck only on 23. 10 denies from the Stormspirit as well, but Igor, in terms of harass, he's giving as good as he gets, and if the Stormspirit tries to jump in, he's got that winner if it's silence as well. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Jessu taking some harass till the end, and Bignum leaving this one, trying to protect the runes in the bottom part of the map for both of the mid laners here. Mirage is he going to be the one to make the move towards it. It looks like he's actually going to go top. So who gets it? Igor gets himself an illusion rune.
Is under attack.
Sorry, Mirage, you guessed wrong. You guessed wrong here. BB in the bottom lane, down to allow. Okay, he's going 2-0-2 on his build as well. Jessu, how's he looking? 2-1-1. So yeah, LC looking to just get very harassy once this duel starts to come out at level 6, it looks like. And I'd be surprised. He's got the double bracer going towards the power. Excuse me, the face boots. But double bracer, now top lane. Is it going to be first blood? Do we finally get it? We do. 6.5 minutes in. Stormspirit's going to TP up here, though. They might be able to get the kill onto Lucas. Lucas trying to run himself away from this one. Won't be able to get himself out. And Nefrit does immediately get revenge there for his fallen comrade.
Radiant are scanning.
And
Dire's top tower is under
does
attack.
mean that the Lich,
For the
you know, what's he going to try and do? Does he want to try and get the pull? Yeah, okay, getting the pulls off, maybe trying to set up here for the puck.
Radiant's
The puck
middle
as well in the
tower
mid
is
lane, got a
under
free
attack.
lane, going straight towards that Witchblade as well. Oh, Mirage. I mean, he has the ball line, and the sounds comes out, but he should be fine. No, Sinister Gaze. Dreamcore's going to be popped first now as well. Does he try and walk himself away from this one? They don't even need Sinister Gaze. He does actually get it off in the very end, but still the Storm Spirit. Thanks to that Vortex, Ego got way too close to the Storm, and now Storm's going to be able to get himself away. Till the end might not be as lucky, though. Ego and Slayer just trying to look to do the damage, and it's H2O till the end, you know, whichever way you want to call him. Taking a lot of harass, but nobody going down there. Well, Lucas, Beastmaster, a little bit closer to that level 6, but Lucas should be able to get it off this wave. So we'll see just what Lucas wants to do when this ruptures up, whether he's going to try and get Gunko, you know, maybe try and go for this Beastmaster here. Beastmaster, well, the pulls do come through. That's a quad pull, it looks like. Yeah, quad pull coming through here for the Beastmaster. Try and farm off 9 class, though. He might not be able to get it, or if he does, he has to get it sometime quick, because 9 class being chased down. 4 points to the Shadow Poison on 9 class. 5 now as well. Bignum with the instant pop. And Sinister Gaze drive back till the end. What's he going to be able to do? Storm's Red jumps in. Slayer's going to get really down low. So is Bignum. He might have the mana for both. Both is good. As both supports on both sides will go down. The Beastmaster just continues with the stacks. Level 6 is up. He's got the Roar available here as well. Might actually be going towards the Vanguard. If he wants to gold spin. On the bottom lane, spin to win it here for Jesu. Does not have the mana for the Omni Slash though, and BB might be making his way in. Does he get enough damage with the duel here? Going towards this. Ego rotates in. They don't find Jesu. Jesu, he just dips in the puck's blind spot. And now back on the lane. They might be able to go onto the Batrider as well. Disruption. Level 5 until the end. The Flame Break's already going to go. The duel comes out now as well. The spin. Do they have enough damage to get the kill? In fact, is LC going to survive through this one? The duel was up. BB needs to run himself away. They do finally get the kill onto Jesu. And now the Dream Call onto the Batrider. Batrider, though, is there going to be any support TPs in? Batrider till the end. He's giving it the walk away. Mirage, he's too busy farming it up to look. He doesn't even have a TP scroll. Falcon's Blade has been completed on him now as well. Ball lining, but the Sinister Gaze dragged back in.
Let the fun begin.
Gonna be out of mana here closely. Mirage just needs to walk himself away. Isn't there for it? Just, yeah, he's got that quad stack farmed up now as well. Level 4 in the axes. If he wants it, this is the Vanguard. Or is it gonna be a pipe? A lot of magic damage on the side of Moneymakers. So let's see what the Beastmaster will be skilling up. Will be buying up, but skilling up as well. Mirage, smoke coming through from Mirage in 9 class. They are looking for a smoke rotation. Oh, the disruption though, till the end. LC changed her mind. She was coming down the river, but didn't think she would be able to get there in time. Firefly comes out. They do a little bit of damage now. The Blood Grenade comes out onto Lucas. You'd think Lucas would be happy with a Blood Grenade because, well, he likes blood. You know, that vampire that he is. Jesu, though, with the spin. Lucas taking a whole load of damage here. And Jesu with the chase down. Lucas, does he want to try and come back? This is Jesu. He's trying to keep himself alive. He's not going to be able to. Only Slash comes through. It bounces down now. The Disruption as well. It's being shared between absolutely everybody. And Igor, he will claim the kill. While this is going on, does Slayer have a double damage rune? Is that what I'm seeing? It is. He stole that away from, I guess not Igor, because Igor wasn't there to pick it up. So I took it away from Mirage. LC on the bottom lane. So close to the Blade Mail. Was it about 100 gold? Yeah, 125 gold in BB. Once that Blade Mail comes out, I do expect him to start going the rest of the team hunting. Mirage will go down here. Slayer going to be able to do the job, but he's going to be dragged back in. Will he be able to melt him with the Firefly here? Slayer, he's trying to run himself away. He's already used the Chain Frost now as well. Slayer gets pretty darn low. Until the end, he will be able to take down that Lich. Are Liches actually made of ice, or are they just corpses? Because, like, I know Lich is frosty, but, like, is he actually made of ice? Did he lose his skeleton? Or does he just, you know, is he just vulnerable to the fire like most people are? It's not a trait that, you know, a Lich, it's not unique to a Lich. Yeah, that's the Blade Mail being finished off now by BB. And I expect, again, just some bigger rotations. Smoke coming out now. Jesu, how's he looking? Okay, 956 health through the trees, far away. Ward goes down. If the smoke breaks... Oh, when the smoke breaks. Where's the lockdown going to come from? The chain frost? Yeah, it's immediately. This ward saves his life.
Radiant's bottom
Or
tower
it stops
is
him
under
from being
attack.
harassed down. The Bat Rider in the lane now. Does he want to try and choke to this? Because Jessu's already backing himself away till the end. Doesn't want to put himself in a
Radiant
bad
structures
position where he
are
might be caught out and killed off. As Jessu
Radiant's
just
bottom
continues to
tower
farm,
is
going towards
under
his
attack.
Battle Fury. How is he looking, this Juggernaut? 2k behind the Bloodseeker. The Bloodseeker, he's having a right good time.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Maelstrom
fallen.
is already up as well. Bloodseeker,
Dire's
I mean, he's
top
died
tower
once.
is under attack.
2 assists though.
Dire's
This Bloodseeker, I have no
structures
idea.
are
Really good time. See how he's going to be able to play. As BB just keeps forcing Jessu away from this lane. Jessu trying to come in to farm the dire creeps, but he just keeps getting
Dire's top tower
sight
has been
of the
denied.
LC. Once again, LC moving towards him. Did they get the D ward off? They did. So it saves his life once, but this ward, that's going to be the sacrifice here. That is the price you pay. They're keeping Jessu alive. And BB. He's just going to come in to farm the neutrals. Nefrit, how's Nefrit doing? He's got the axes straight in for the Aghanims. Okay, so it's not going to be the helm of the Overlord for the Beastmaster, just straight in for the drums. So thinking he can do a lot more with all the right click that's going to be going on here in this game. He's just like, yeah, you know what, drums of Shlom. Meanwhile, how do you want to play this one if you're the Lich? What's it going to be, the Pavis? So you can offer some protection to whoever on your team's getting ganked. You know, it doesn't just need to be you roaming around with the LC. I would like to see him group up with a Shadow Demon here as well. We're coming up to the 14-minute mark, so the Wisdom Runes should be claimed by both sides. You can see the Beastmaster's close, so is the Shadow Demon. So both teams should get their own Wisdom Runes. Mid lane though. Till the end. Mirage was looking for it, but Igor able to get himself the Shield Rune.
Looking for me?
How's Mirage looking? Straight into the Sanjin Kaya for the Storm Spirit? Yeah. Doesn't really need a BKB here, I don't think, because what? You're still going to get Ruptured. You might still get dueled. The only thing you're really blocking, maybe you block the Dream Coil. But it looks like he wants to, I mean, everybody goes for the Sanjin Kaya. Unless you put, like, completely under pressure where you can't live without a BKB on the Storm Spirit, you know, you're still going to go for that BKB. A little bit later on, maybe, but the Sanjin Kaya is a little bit better for the Storm here and now. But yeah, I would like to see the Shadow Demon, the Lich, and the LC rotating together just to try and get some dual victories on the LC, because LC probably needs to go back to base to heal up, maybe? Or he's just going to stand there. Yeah, whichever way.
Arms for the dead.
Using the Blade Mail to farm up the Ancients as well, this LC. So completely out of mana. 3-man group up from the side of Team Sexy. Where do they want to play this one? Do they want to make the jump in the mid lane here as well? I mean, you've got to watch out for the puck, just being able to throw out the Waning Rift. So you do need to time this one right, but it's going to be the 4-man smoke. Maybe 9 class throwing out this Illuminate in the mid lane here as well. Just say like, oh, we're still in the mid lane, yo, you need to be careful here, puck. Don't come too far forwards or we might gank you.
Stupendous.
Meanwhile, the actual team making a rotation through the Radiant Jungle towards Big Number. Big Number's going to go for the TP. Yeah, he doesn't stick around. He's out. And it looks like it's going to be a 3-man smoke from the exact players that I wanted to group up, but on the wrong side of the map. No, not going to find any targets because no one is there. So they need to look through here. Igor, dive in from Mirage. This might be a good opening. Tillian tries to get himself in there now. It's a little late. We just have that Blasto drag back coming through. They get the... What? BB, they actually get the protection out. So no dual victory either way. I mean, the Storm Spirit might have actually won that if the Disruption didn't come out onto the LC. Big jump in. Big mistake from BB. And yeah, if it wasn't for the quick fingers of Bignum, potentially that would have been a dual victory to the Storm Spirit. And, well, he might be a caster in terms of what, you know, he still throws out a lot of right-click damage. He's got a good animation. You don't want to give him, what level was that duel? It was level 1 duel. Even if you give him, you know, the extra 10 damage or whatever it is, 18 damage
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
to come through there. You don't want the Storm Spirit to be getting anything from that. That would have been a massive, massive throw from Moneymakers if Mirage had got that dual damage. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster just continues to farm the jungle, and it is going to be the pipe to come out for him here. So, Aghanim Scepter is already playing. He's going for the drums. We'll see where he ranks on the list of all-time greats. Will he be up there with Neil Peart? There's only one way for us to find out. But yeah, Nefrit just continues to farm it up. And why wouldn't you? Not being put under pressure, you've got yourself the second most net worth. Dreamfall comes out though. Bat Rider, is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? The Bloodseeker's close, but doesn't even need to go over to it. His Eagle will be able to get the kill. And now, again, they're going to try for another 3-man smoke, but again, if they try for this one, the duel comes out. Do they have the protection? The roll's going to be there. They might be able. I mean, if you get it on the Keeper of Light, that's not a big of a deal. But the duel, it doesn't go either way now. They get the kill onto 9 class. Can they go for more? Rupture comes out. Nefrit's just going to straight up go for the TP here. And it looks like he's going to be able to get himself away. So they lose the Keeper of the Light. But while this is going on, that was a big commitment from the side of Moneymakers. Jesu just continues to farm. Still, LC doesn't get any duel victory, which makes him a sad panda. Makes him a little bit of a sad panda, but BB, it's not enough. Yeah, and I mean, again, the Raw came out, the stun was earned for the LC, and he didn't have the burst damage to finish off. If the Raw wasn't there, he probably does get that victory, and he's like, hooray, first duel victory, yay. But, I mean, again, on the other side of that one, the burst was coming through from Team Sexy. And give it to the Keeper of the Light isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best thing in the world either. Ego gets the Blink Kid, they might be able to get themselves on top of the Bat Rider once again. This time, surely, third time is the charm for the LC. And 28. So, hits level 12, gets that 28 duel victory on the board. And we'll see what they're going to be able to do with this one. Where they're going to be able to go with it. Moneymakers, I mean, they're ahead in terms of net worth and ahead in terms of kills. Only 2k net worth difference, actually. While the Jug does have the Battle Fury now, I do believe. Yeah, Jug has the Battle Fury. Lucas, Sanj, I want to say Yasha. Yep, Sanj and Yasha for the Bloodseeker. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. Maelstrom Farm coming through as well. Wants to go straight into that BKB. I would not be surprised if once the BKB's up the Bloodseeker, they just try and run down Team Sexy, you know, try and push onto tier 1s, maybe even do some damage onto tier 2s, look for a Roshan. Because I think once this Juggernaut hits level 20, and you get the, is it like 20% lifesteal? 50% Blade Dance lifesteal, are you joking me? So every time you get a crit heal for 50% of the damage. Yeah, okay. 35% chance to crit as well. They might be going for this one now till the end. He's got the last one drag back. Are they going to be able to get the kill though? Do they have enough damage for us? That Chain Frost Roar comes out. They might be able to get onto the Bloodseeker. The Bloodseeker on the slash is going to be there. The police, do they have the protection? They don't. Jesu gets the kill. And now Bigman's going to be the target. The Chain Frost bounces around for Mirage. He wants to go for more. Does he get the kill onto Slayer? Slayer's trying to do the Frost Shield onto himself. Nefrit carries on going here. They're going to be able to crack this Lich wide open. And now, I was saying about Moneymakers making a move after that BKB was up for the Bloodseeker. But Team Sexy, damn, make their move in. Look at that big swing up there, the damage coming through from the Storm, and it didn't even need to be the Juggernaut in that fight. It was the Beastmaster as well as the Storm Spirit just chunking heroes down. And all of a sudden, Moneymakers have lost 3. They've lost a tier 1 tower. They've lost a Tormentor. Bat Rider gets a shard. They even lost a Wisdom Room. Mirage, she's just like, thank you very much. That fits in the bottle nicely. It's almost as if it was made for it. So Team Sexy, they are now on a roll. Storm Spirit, not even going to be a BKB. Just wants to go straight into the Hex. Which I get. Being able to use it on the Puck. So the Puck, I mean, the Puck has so many ways to get in, out, and out of these fights. The mobility on this hero is absolutely ridiculous. The Blink Dagger and the Boots of Travel are just going to add to this one. But, big question. All the ultimates, or there's still the Omni Slash down as the ultimates start to come out on Team Sexy. Smoke out here from Moneymakers. Wrap around, backstab. He might be able to find till the end, but the jump comes in now. Once again, Mirage is going to be able to get a jump onto Bignum. Bignum should go down. No, maybe not. Raw comes out, though. They do get the kill onto BB, and BB, was that Jesu winning the duel? It was 28 damage for the Juggernaut. Slayer going to be the next one to be chased down after Lucas. Once again, Team Sexy, they are just cleaning up.
Tower is under attack.
And Igor, I don't know, bro. I do not know if you get yourself out. Okay, the TP completes, nothing to interrupt.
Radiant's middle tower
Holy crap, Jesu gets low. And then he gets 28 damage on Doom. Just add it to the Juggernaut's ever-growing tally of damage here. Manta Style not too far away as well. He's close to that ultimate orb. What, you give the Storm Spirit this Aegis, so you're going to be able to jump, and jump some more. Yeah, Jug, he's got the recipe coming in. He's just going to rely on the recipe first, coming through from the courier. And then you can go and pick up the ultimate orb himself. They've still got a Tormentor on their side of the map. They've still got a Wisdom Rune here for the side of Team Sexy. They're completely not bothered about this part of the map. They just want to be putting the pressure onto Moneymakers. 23 minutes into this one, all of a sudden 7k net worth lead, 13 kills going the way of Team Sexy. Raw up in 10 seconds, Lasso in 20. You've got your Omni Slash available here too.
Dire are
And
scanning.
really, if you're Moneymakers, what can you do? This LC just has not paid off. He has as much damage as he's given away to the Juggernaut. And you've got to be feeling that one. I mean, I'm an LC player myself, and I know as soon as you give that damage away to the carry, to the enemy carry, it's just head in hands moments. You know, you're just like, all right, go next. It just feels so bad to do. And yeah, so he's probably going to be beating himself up as much as well. His teammates will probably will not have anything to say about that because, I mean, they're not my pub teammates, so they shouldn't flame him. I don't know. I don't know what it's like in Moneymakers. Maybe they are going to flame him. As Jesu wins first, the Tormentor super close to getting the kill onto Jesu, but Jesu with the healing ward now will be able to regen up through it and had just enough to keep himself alive. Going into what looks like maybe potentially the Butterfly. Well, I doubt it's going to be the E-Blade. So this Eagle Song is just going to be, yeah, I mean, no, it got changed to E-Blade. How long has it been since the E-Blade got changed? It's Swift Link or the Butterfly, right?
Finders, keepers.
What is an E-Blade build-up now? I don't even buy that item anymore. The Kaya. That was years ago, holy crap. Why do I not remember that? Why did that slip from my brain? Meanwhile, dive bottom lane, they might be able to find the kill onto Bignum. Bignum to get himself away from this one. 9 class. Yeah, he's going to go down. Mirage, they saved that kill for him. The illusions, it's cute, but Mirage to him is just a bit of an extra gold. Till the end, pushback Slayer. Do they have the reveal? They do have the sentry. Where's this jump in? The Beastmaster is going to be here. And he gets the kill. Hooray! Storm Spirit with a regen rune. Getting close towards that Hex as well as the Aegis. How do you even kill this Storm? Quite genuinely, he is one of the most survivable heroes with all that at his back. I don't know how you take him down. I really don't. Bloodseeker, he's lost the top spot on his farm. Going towards the Butterfly.
Dire's middle tower.
I wonder if it is going to be...
attack.
No, Juggernaut's changed his mind. He's not going to go towards the Butterfly or the Swift Link himself. It's going to be the Basher here for the Jug. Level 17 is when we're fully into this healing ward. So the crits, it's still 190 damage. Or 190% critical damage, but it's still only a 20% chance here for the Jug.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The next few... Actually went into stats as well. The duel now. Is it going to be? It is. Opsis Aegis. Can they follow up from this one? It looks like the side of Moneymakers. They want to back themselves away, but Team Sexy, they're on the chase. Here go in the trees. Liberate comes out from the dive to the backline. Doesn't get there, but will get over in time to find the LC. So this gaze with the Omni Slash comes through. They're going to be able to get the kill into the... No, maybe not. Disruption. He's in no man's land. He is straight up dead. Igor, he might have just jumped himself into his doom now as well. Mirage, this chain frost bounces around, everybody scatters. Gives it the Delta split. And now, I mean, okay, LC got some dual damage there, 56 dual damage, that was quite nice. Getting close to the level 18 as well. Well, I say close, he's level 15, so he's closer to level 18 than he is to level 1. But look at this. You've got your Drums of Slum coming in with the Axe of Nefret. Jesu looking to put pressure onto Tier 3 tower with the rest of his team. Igor dives in. Silence is going to be there though. He's Jesu if he needs it. Well, I mean, Lotus Sub comes out, but if he needs it, he's got that Manta style as well. So Jug just backs himself away.
I'm over here.
And Lucas still bouncing. What's he about to do here, though, Lucas? Bignum, jump in. Did he have a last off? He might not even need a jump. He tries to get himself away. The roll comes out. The Legion Commander with the BKB going. And that BKB, it is going to be wearing off now as well. Big fight coming out. The Dream Coil will be used. But they've already got the kill onto Bignum. And now Lucas, he might be next. The bash is coming through. Does Lucas get himself away? It looks like he might do. Mirage takes down Bignum. And now LC will fall to Jesu's hand. Slayer goes down. It is just an absolute run over here for Team Sexy. 27 minutes in. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. You know, I like that draft from MoneyMakers, and I thought they might be looking out for a little bit of revenge from the last series all the way back in April, but maybe they forgot. Isn't there for it? Just pausing it. Maybe a bit of lag. There's been the lag going around. It is a thing that's happening today. But hopefully it won't be too far from getting us back into it. And yeah, Team Sexy, 14k net worth lead here. 28 minutes in, 19 kills to 10. Omnislash is down for the next 13 seconds, but no buybacks on the side of MoneyMakers. They've got some lane pressure to put in here. Beastmaster moving himself towards this bottom lane. It is pushed out. We get the goal. We get the goal. So we'll see just what they're going to be able to do here.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Snap for it. They want to go on to this bottom tier 3. It's low on health. Is there a back door? There ain't. Not just yet, at least. And this will be broken. Again, Wisdom Rune up, both sides. He might be able to dip out after they do a bit of damage onto these racks. LC down for 13 seconds, Lich down for 6. Can they take a lane of racks from this? It looks like they absolutely can here. Yeah, that lane of racks is going to go down. And they're going to stick around to make sure this range racks goes down as well. So this bottom lane, it will be pressured in. Now, does anyone have the clock on their mind to go over to this Wisdom Rune? Looks like the Juggernaut's going to check it and take it, yeah. It is the range rack still up. Okay. Jesu gets himself a Wisdom Rune. 1,120 XP from that. But yeah, no, this lane will now push in, and the range racks doesn't heal. So 188, one creep wave. If that pushes in, it will be enough to deal with this one. So we'll see. I mean, it just puts MoneyMakers on a bit of a timer. You know, if they want to fight outside of the base, if you want to look for Roshans, if you want to look for ganks on the top part of the map, then this bottom lane will push in. They lose that lane of racks. They lose maybe tier 4s. They lose buildings as the creeps push in. So they have to be mindful about how far they go out of the base and how long they go out of the space for as well. But look at this mid lane. Already Sexy, just like, cool. We just want to carry on going. We want more of your base. And what are you going to do to stop you from giving it to us? Because we're just going to take it. Jerk moves himself away. They take down another tier 3 tower. Lucas isn't actually here. He's going to TP himself back, but it looks like he wants to finish off Melania, which he will. Yeah, the Curry doesn't get taken down. He's going to be able to finish this one off. Lucas diving in. The duel comes out. Did he have enough time to take down Jesu? Jesu's being protected. The roll comes out now as well. LC. Duel victory does not go anyone's way. In fact, LC's going to go down. Lucas trying to get himself away. He bought out for the Melania. And now they're going to be able to go on to the Lich. This is going to be game number 1. He gets hauled. 30 minutes on the dot. Team Sexy are able to take it away from MoneyMakers. Igor just straight up disconnects. He's like, just go next. Get us into that next game, because Team Sexy, I mean, 23 to 10. At 30 minutes, it was a 21k net worth lead here as well from the side of Team Sexy. I don't know what they were supposed to do there. It was enough for them to group up, find the fights, do the damage, and it looked okay. It looked great for MoneyMakers to start with. And then LC tried to get off a couple of duels. It just didn't come through. The rotations coming through from Bignum, BB, and Slayer. Every time they tried that, they got counter-ganked. The rolls came through as well. And all of a sudden, this LC is like, I've got my blade mail. I'm going to be getting duels left, right, and center. Just could not score anything. BB and Lucas ending both 0-4-4. No kills, 4 deaths, 4 assists for both the carry and the offlane. And what else can you say? Team Sexy, they found the gap. They got themselves back into it. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're back with game number 2 of Team Sexy versus MoneyMakers. See if MoneyMakers can get themselves back into it after this.